It is currently 9:38. This week, the main goal is to correct my sleep schedule. Over the weekend, there was just one night where I literally couldn't fall asleep for like 3 hours and I was so miserable the next day. Last night, I tried to curate a good night routine, you know? I took a hot shower, no phones. I was reading and I just tried to fall asleep. I think it took like around 30 minutes or so, and so I was able to wake up pretty early today, so I'm glad. I think September has always felt like a reset button for me. Summer is loud, messy, and fun, but once it's over, there's this quiet space to actually check in with yourself. Fall kind of forces you to slow down. The air feels different, the days get shorter, and suddenly you're asking, what do I want the rest of the year to look like? For me, this week was about pressing pause on autopilot, making small changes, and seeing what happens when I actually give myself the chance to reset. It is New York Fashion Week and we're about to go to the event right now. Look at my nails. They're a little crusty, dusty, musty right now, and we gotta do something about them. But thankfully, Sally Hansen is sponsoring this part of the video. I have been using Sally Hansen's Perfect Press-Ons for the longest time because they're just like the easiest quick fix ever to just having clean, chic nails. I feel so much more put together when I have my nails done. This is the color Lost in Frost. It's just a little bit of a pink sparkly color, and I just want something simple, something just to kind of just tie the whole look together and cover these horrendous nails. Yeah, I think that these nails are honestly super good for Fashion Week because you can like switch them out to whatever color you want depending on the outfit. The first thing I like to do is just take these nails and just kind of measure out which one is good and place them on the table. Next step, we're going to file and buff our nails just so that it has like a little bit of a grip to it. Next step, cleanser prep pad that already comes in the box. And then last step, we're just gonna use the adhesive pads, put it on each finger, pop on the nail, and we're done. Easy peasy. And just like that, my nails are ready for a runway show. Look how cute they are. They're cute, pink, and sparkly. Okay, I put some gold jewelry on. Part of vlogging in for this month is finding out like what habits make you more productive and just more efficient worker. I'm a big believer in work smarter, not harder. A thing that makes me really productive is going to a cafe and getting work done. I feel like I just can't like focus here. We're gonna put on some accessories. I'm gonna put on these silver hoops, perfume, and a lippy. Some powder before we head out the door. Hi guys, it is a beautiful day outside, so I'm gonna go out today, go to a couple of cafes. I really want to go to the bookstore, so we're gonna pack my bag, my notebook. This is where I plan all my like content ideas and stuff, my hard drive and a pen, some tissues and hand sanitizer, my camcorder, phone charger. I mentioned this in my last video, but this year I've been trying to get out of my house more. I think during winter it can get kind of sad if you just stay home all day, so I've been making an effort to do little things like going to a bookstore or a cafe to just get some sunshine on my face. I wanted some more decor for my living room, so I thought it would be cute to get some used photography books to put there. There's something about bookstores that always make me feel safe. It's maybe the smell of old pages, the quiet, the way everyone's in their own little world. It's nostalgic and cozy all at once. But after wandering the aisles, I grabbed a sandwich at a cafe nearby and just sat with myself for a little while. We don't give ourselves enough time to just be alone. Alone time can feel uncomfortable, even awkward, like silence you want to fill. But that's exactly why it's important. It teaches you how to slow down, how to listen to yourself without all the noise of other people's opinions or expectations.
And I think that there's value in boredom, in just sitting there bored and letting your mind wander. When you spend time alone, you start to notice what you actually like, what you think about when no one's there, what you need, and what you've been ignoring. It's not about isolation, it's about recharging and remembering that you're whole on your own. And I think that's why it's such a big part of fixing your life, because you learn how to be okay with yourself, everything else, your relationships, your routines, your goals, they all become clearer and lighter. And I think that's the thing. Alone time for me is like pressing reset. It's where you rebuild your energy before you go back out into the world.
Guys, the sunset literally looks like something out of like a Studio Ghibli movie. The clouds are beautiful.
I've been reading a lot recently and it's honestly been so fun. I feel like part of my addiction is just buying so many books and just having like a huge stockpile, and I hope I get through all of them. But yeah, I feel like after college, I kind of just forgot how enjoyable learning is when it's on my own terms. There's like no quizzes, no deadlines, no essays, but just picking up a book because I'm curious about the topic. What I like about reading is that it slows me down in a way that obviously scrolling on social media never does. It's not a passive activity. You can't just half pay attention. People compare reading to meditation. You have to be there with it. You can't think about anything else. And I feel like that's why I feel so good for my brain, because even if I only read for 20 minutes, I end up walking away with this type of like calm, this focus I just don't really get from anything else. And it doesn't have to be some life-changing historical book. Sometimes it's just the act of reading that feels good, like giving my brain a little workout. Lately, it's become one of my most reliable ways for me to reset, and I think that's why I keep going back to it.
Let's make lunch. Something I have been obsessed with eating right now is Korean cold noodles. We're gonna make a little gochujang sauce, and I have some leftover enoki beef rolls I made from yesterday. It's September, baby. We're gonna eat healthy. A tablespoon of gochujang, a teaspoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, teaspoon of gochugaru. I just measure with my hands. A little bit of honey. We're gonna put a little MSG in there as well. And lastly, some garlic. Now we're gonna mix it with the noodles. Okay, I just got home from the event. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna take a shower, clean up my entire room, and go to bed. But I just wanna show you guys that the nails lasted all event. They're so cute. I wanna thank Sally Hansen for sponsoring this video. You guys should try them out. They're actually like my favorite press-on nails. Such an easy way to elevate any look. But I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to post a lot more on YouTube for the rest of the year. So tune in. I love you guys. Stay safe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.